So I am officially back in the east coast of Canada, which is where I left last December. And if you can tell, yes, I'm using my old headset, which has not been touched in 6 months. And I was out there for 6 months, which is 5 months longer than I ever planned on being out there, which made coming back that much harder. Because yesterday, good God, I almost cried. Seriously, I never really cry. It's not my thing, but I almost actually cried because I had to leave my fucking family. And it's like I'm only coming back here really for a few reasons, and none of the reasons I really care about. You know, I only would willingly come back to this place for maybe like 2 of the 5 reasons I'm supposed to be back here. But I'm back here now, and I have to deal with it. It's not a pass. It's a 40%. It's 2 out of 5, whatever. So I'm back here, and I don't really care for it. My PC, my old PC, doesn't really seem to fucking work because it has all of its old perks plus a few more. Because it hasn't been dusted or fucking touched in again 6 months. It's gonna take a while for me to get that thing up and running again. So I doubt I'll actually be using it for a while. However, I am using this laptop still, which is good, because if I didn't have it, then I couldn't make this video. So in this one, and by this one I mean video, this one video that I'm making currently right now, I'm going to gripe about 2 things. One, I'm going to gripe about just the reason I stayed out there for 5 extra months, and I'm also going to I'm going to segue that into weddings, because it has a perfect segue. I don't even need to really do any work for that kind of transition, but here we go. So last December, I left. I didn't have access to the internet for a week, and then, since my mother was out there, she decided to pitch in and buy me a laptop so I would have access while I'm out there. I wanted to stay out there an extra month longer than my mother. She wanted to come back in a week. I wanted to stay out there for a month, and yeah, she wanted to go back. So okay, she went back like a week later after I went out there. So I'm stuck there with just me, my family. My mother's out here again. And I'm out there with all my family. I'm in my grandmother's house where I stayed for the full 6 months. And I had finally had access to a computer, so I could, relatively well continue off with my videos. Now, here's the other little side note is you may have noticed that in the last 6 months my videos sucked ass. They've been really terrible. I haven't been able to just talk like this in a long time. Because there's always people in that house over there. Always. Right now, there's nobody in the house, because, people in this house actually take the time to leave, so I have a bit of time to do whatever I want for a while. And that's awesome. I wish I could do that more often. Meaning always. However something. I was going to say however something, I don't remember. Anyway, my videos have sucked ass. I hope that's going to change now, because I'm actually going to be talking normally, like a normal person. So, there you go. So I was out there, first month. My sister is dating a guy who I've known for pretty much all my life. He's my cousin's best friend. So, yeah, I've pretty much known him all my life. And it apparently didn't work out about 3 months later, and they broke up. And my sister didn't really seem to care that much, which is kind of cool, I guess. Maybe she did, but didn't show it. But, yeah, it was kind of cool. Just having him hang out for a while, because if it wasn't for my sister dating him, I probably wouldn't see him the time I was over there. Me and that guy, my sister's ex-boyfriend, could probably feasibly, if I was born 5 years earlier and I was his age, we could probably be best friends, because we get along so well. We both like the same shit. He still plays WoW for some reason. I've argued with him about that a few times, how stupid WoW is now. Well, that's another thing. While I was out there, I also managed to sneakily, without anybody knowing, nobody will ever know that I played WoW over there behind everybody's back. So, I managed to sneakily go out with my grandmother, who knows absolutely nothing about the fucking game. I go out, I buy Cataclysm in 2 months, I, conceal it in a bag, I go back to my room quick, install it, throw out all the fucking evidence pretty much immediately, and it's just on my computer where no one pretty much can see it. However, it always was in the start menu, just pinned there, which was annoying. because I had to remove that every time I thought I heard my sister come in, because she usually tried to, commandeer my computer for a while so she could look at Facebook and go to Gaia Online and stuff. Gaia Online. That's a story I want to tell one day. I've always tried. Like, it's pretty much the reason I'm even on. Like, no, maybe not the reason. Yeah, it is probably the reason I'm doing YouTube videos like this. It started pretty much the whole train of events that led to me going to WoW, playing video games, getting Skype, blah 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 blah. Everything that I am today pretty much is because of Gaia Online, which is really fucking sad, and that's the worst sentence I could have ever said in my life, but there it is. So while she was dating that guy, we had a lot of fun. We went to like hot tub parties, and we had Super Smash Brothers Brawl going. That was pretty fun. Yeah, it was just a fun time out there. And then they broke up, and I didn't see him again, which sucked. So I managed to play WoW. I managed to do all this and that, and then I played Darkfall for a while, which tided me over until now. And now I'm back, and I have no idea what the fuck to do, because my PC doesn't work. My monitor's all scratched. It's a piece of shit. I need to get a new monitor. It's really minus all the other perks of my PC. You know, it overheating occasionally, and the CD thing doesn't work, and it doesn't power off when I fucking tell it to normally. And occasionally blue screens, which it just did. I had it working. I had the fucking computer working like 2 hours ago. I had it working. It was working fine. I tried to play Gary's mod. Blue screen. Couldn't get the fucking monitor to work again. Basically, whenever I try and turn the computer on, the monitor doesn't correspond, so I can't have a computer without a monitor. So there we go. Dead computer, almost. No, my computer's still alive. I love this computer so much. I missed it. It's my baby. I've babied it for like 6 years. I've kept it alive. I've kept it going, and it's been keeping up rather well. It obviously can't play all the amazing new games that are out nowadays, and I'm gonna have to get a new computer within the next year, or else I will be fucked. But it's good right now, and it has been good for the last 6 years. So yeah, I'm back out here. And the only reason I stayed out there for so long was because I was originally going back after Christmas on New Year's, because I flew out there December 2nd, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay out here for a month. My mom wants to go back in a week for Christmas out here for some reason. I want to stay out there with my family for Christmas, so I stayed out there. Now, when it came to New Year's, we figured that money was kind of tight, and I didn't really have enough funds to fly me back immediately. So they were like, okay, just if you hold off for a couple weeks, it should be okay. So I held off for a couple weeks. Now it's almost February, and there's a wedding that my mother is flying back out here for in May 14th, I believe. So it's about this time when it was suggested that I should just stay out here until the wedding, or stay out there until the wedding. So I was like, you know what, sure, why not? I don't want to hassle everybody by flying back, and then going back and then coming back again. It would just be a waste of time and money and funds and life. So I decided not to do that. So I just managed to do a bunch of things here and there, go out, watch movies, hang out with a few people. I even came in contact with one of my old friends out there, and we rode around for like an hour, and then I went to a movie with him, and then I was like, okay, dude, this is probably the last time I'm ever going to see you in my life, so have a good one. And he's like, well, why don't you just add me on Facebook? And I was like, fuck Facebook. I gave him my email, and I'll check it later. I don't think he's emailed me, though, so who cares? Anyways, yeah, I managed to do a little bit of stuff out there. A little socializing, which was not my thing. I do not like socializing. I like talking to myself much more than I like talking to other people. Because when I'm talking to myself, like, I can control the flow of conversation. When the flow of conversation gets out of my hands and people are constantly interrupting me when I want to interject something, and I have to wait for them to fucking finish, and then when I want to interject something, it doesn't make sense anymore. So it's a fucking waste of time, and I hate it. And I hate being so clever and not being able to fucking show everyone how clever I am in day-to-day conversation. And then I flew out here again. Yesterday I woke up at 4 in the morning. 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. I stayed up all night, actually. I woke up at like 4 in the morning the night before. Stayed up all day. No, I woke up at noon the day before. Stayed up all day until 4 in the morning. Then I went out to the airport and flew to Toronto. Had like a fucking hour delay for some reason. And then it took another hour just to get going. That's the thing I hate about planes. I know this might be bad karma. I don't really believe in karma or anything, but the whole time I was up there, I was like, okay, just never get too high, never get too low. Just make sure everything is totally fine and stoic and great. And But when I'm out there and in the plane, I'm always like, why the fuck is it taking so long just to take off? Like the taxiing around the runway and the airport itself in the plane, I think is the most boring part about the whole thing. It is so fucking boring. It takes like 20 minutes just to get out to the fucking thing, make sure all the things are clear, and then just slowly roll out, and then you finally get going. The takeoff is great, and yeah, this, that, and the other thing. That's all fine. However, the plane was stupid. I hate planes. Like, I'm big, okay? I am like almost 6'4". I think I am 6'4". And I'm like almost 300 pounds. I'm like 285 last time I checked. I'm a big fat piece of shit. And what am I supposed to do on a plane cramped in between people? There's no shoulder room in those planes. I was on like a 747 or something. You know, the five. There's the row on the left, and then there's the middle row, and then there's the row on the right. You know, of seats. And I was stuck right in the fucking middle of the middle row. There's people beside me. You know, there's no shoulder room. There is no shoulder room there. I have big, fat man, broad, great shoulders, and I'm stuck like almost like in mummy position. You know, with the sarcophagus with the hands over the chest and the man tits and stuff like that. That's what I'm stuck like. I'm stuck like that like the entire flight. Tried to sleep, can't sleep. It's not possible to sleep in fucking planes. I don't know how you people do it. You have like no brain cells or something. You have no awareness of where you are at all times. So of course you're obviously gonna be able to fall asleep anywhere. You fucking low-life pieces of shit who can just sleep whenever you want. That is not how it's supposed to work. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And of course, while I'm stuck there, all cramped between people, as I walked back, there's a person sitting there, all sprawled out on the far right of the goddamn plane with an entire seat to himself. And then, of course, there's the high first-class people who have, like, you know, big little domes of, like, you know, just comfort. It was annoying walking past those queers. And they force you to walk past those queers, too. I hate how they subconsciously force you to want to get better seats, so you have to pay more money. It's not fair. They force you to walk past the first class people, and they're all sitting there in their nice cozy little thing, and they're all looking at you, and you know they have space for their own computer. They put their legs up and they're all stretched out, all nice, and it's like, fuck you guys. I guess if you can afford it, go ahead, but you know, for like 95% of people on the planet, that's not possible. Would be nice though. God damn, I'm so envious of those queers. Anyways, so I stayed out there until the wedding. Now here's the segue, everybody. The segue. Whoa, the segue. Wedding. I hate weddings. Weddings are fucking stupid. So I stayed out there until May 14th, which was the wedding. And on the day of the wedding, I had to go buy fucking. Oh, the night before, I had to go buy fucking clothes, and I almost rage quit the store, and I almost fucking threw all the clothes out of the window, and be like, fuck this. I hate looking nice. I want to wear like cargo pants and like, I guess cargo's not really that bad. I could have wore those, but I want to wear like track pants and fucking sweatpants and like shorts. It's just too much of a hassle to look nice for stupid nice things. I hate it. So anyways, all that weddings are to me, since this was a very Christian wedding and we had to go to a fucking church and there's nothing but God here, there, and everywhere. Every mentioning of God just made me kind of cringe a little bit, like, okay, we get it, yeah, we're in a fucking church, we know why we're here. Oh, yeah, we are joining under God, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, let's sing songs to God at a goddamn wedding. Alright, here we go. It's not about the people, it's about the Jesus that made it happen, of course. And the person who got wedding was my cousin, my girl cousin. I only have two real close cousins. And I pretty much grew up with her. Like she was kind of like an estranged sister to me growing up, because my sister always hung out with her, and I always hung out with her brother. So yeah, we were kind of estranged brother and sister kind of thing there. So I knew her, she knew me. You know, we grew up together almost, and it was great. And all that weddings are to me is a reminder that we're all getting old. We are all aging. That's all it is to me. I mean, maybe not the actual wedding itself, but the reception afterwards was just the parents of both the groom and the bride. They both came up and were like, I remember when Tommy Boy was a child, and oh man, look at all these memories I have, and this blah blah blah. And they always had all like these pictures of when they're growing up and stuff too, and I was in a few of them because I grew up with her. So, you know, it was kind of like, oh, look at me. Look at how young I was. Cool. Yeah, I'm getting old like everyone else. Thanks for reminding me. And then they played this really sad song that for some reason I almost teared up to, and like I was like, oh my god, I am getting old. Fuck this. Why am I empathizing with the bride's dad? Why am I empathizing with this? I don't have a daughter, but for some reason I could just put myself in his shoes and just be like, okay, I can understand how he feels, and he must feel really bad and really nice at the same time. I hate weddings. They're stupid. I'm gonna chop my own hair actually one day when I'm out here. It's getting a little bit long. Don't know why I brought that up. I know why I brought that up, because I'm out of video idea. I'm out of talking. I'm out of the talk. Goodbye.